Hi, Karen Curry here, author of Understanding Human Design, and I want to talk to you for just a few minutes about my new book, Understanding Human Design. But before I get started, I have to show you something. You see this? This little piece of paper is all my notes. This is my script. I am ditching the script, and the reason why I'm ditching the script is this. You know, I've spent a lot of years studying marketing. I've spent a lot of years learning how to sell, how to pitch, how to promote. And I like pitching and selling and promoting, mostly because, frankly, I think human design is an incredibly valuable tool. And I want everybody who is out in the world to get their hands on human design because I think it can really help you. But the biggest thing that human design gives people is permission to be authentic. And the truth is, I'm just like everybody else. I don't really like selling, at least not in the traditional way that we think of as selling. It doesn't feel right. It feels inauthentic. And I don't feel like I can present what I want to present to you about human design if I'm feeling icky and authentic. I'm trying to get you to live an authentic life, so I'm going to do this authentically too. So bear with me, because now we are doing this live and unscripted. Let's start first by understanding exactly what human design is. You know, it's a relatively new branch of esoteric science that's a synthesis of Eastern and Western astrology, the Chinese I Ching, the chakra system, Kabbalah, and quantum physics. What you do, just like with astrology, is you take your birth information, we plug it into a really nice software program, and it generates a chart. This is an example of the chart. It looks just like this. Personally, what I love so much about this chart is that this chart is a blueprint or an archetypical representation of what's possible for mankind. You know, we see all the potential of what we can be as people, as humans in this chart. And of course, each of you have your own very unique individual chart. And your individual chart shows you that same thing. What's possible for you, what your potential is, where your strengths are, where your gifts are, what your life purpose is. So that chart gives us a map or a blueprint of who you are and what you're here to do. What I also love so much about this chart is that when you look at this chart and you see it as an archetype for what's possible for each and every one of us, what we see is that in that archetype, in the blueprint, in the hardwiring of who we are as humans, we are hardwired to be joyfully abundant. We're not designed to suffer. We're not designed to be broke. We're not designed to be in pain. We're designed to be joyfully abundant. What does that mean? That means that each and every one of us, all 7 billion plus of us, is hardwired to create an authentic kind of abundance, the kind of abundance that is perfect and just right for you. What that means is it might not be the big car. It might not be the soulmate relationship and all the kids. It might not be the beautiful house. It might not be fame. It might be a tiny little house on a small little bit of acreage with a really amazing dog and a nice sustainable level of income. You know, it might be a life in the city in a teeny tiny loft in a neighborhood that's filled with people who are cool and funky. It might mean the big car, the soulmate, the big diamond ring. Who knows? But what the chart shows us, that to me is just so amazing, is that it shows us that you are designed to be abundant in the way that is absolutely correct for you. And it's going to be the way you want it, the way you need it, and it might not be the way anybody else tells you how to do it, ever. You know, a long time ago, I used to teach a class called Prosperity Boot Camp. I taught it every Thursday night for about 3 years straight. And frankly, one of the reasons why I taught it was because I needed to listen to the information and to hear the information every week, because I don't have the greatest track record when it comes to abundance. It took me a long time to really master that whole abundance thing. I've been bankrupt. I've been over $80,000 in debt. I've been divorced. I've been a single mom with full-time care and support of 4 children. You know, I've had a really bumpy road with that abundance thing, and I taught this program, Prosperity Boot Camp, mostly for myself so that I could keep remembering how to stay in that mindset of success. One of the things that I really discovered when I taught Prosperity Boot Camp is that, you know, so many of my students were showing up and they were doing everything right, okay? They were manifesting with their mind. They were keeping the mindset correct. They were making the vision boards. They were visualizing every day. They were writing their affirmations. And no matter what, it still wasn't quite working for them. And what I discovered in all these years of working with clients in Prosperity Bootcamp and actually doing human design readings for the last 13 years and talking to hundreds of people sometimes every week about human design and about abundance, what I discovered was that everybody has a unique way of interfacing with the universal laws of creation. The law of abundance, absolutely correct. Laws of universal creation, they're universal laws of creation. They're correct. But each and every one of us has a very unique way of engaging with that information and with those energies. When you understand your human design, you get access to your own personal blueprint that's going to help you figure out how do you make that work for you. It's like the instruction manual for how to work the movie The Secret. It's like the instruction manual that's going to help you figure out how do I actually make those affirmations do something for me. It's the instruction manual that tells you how you, your soul, the essence of who you are, the light of who you are, how you interface with this third dimensional world in a way that's effective and successful and juicy and joyful and abundant for you. Why is this important? 2 reasons. Number 1, it's important because, frankly, you deserve to live an abundant life. There's nothing in this chart that says you're here to suffer and flop around in pain, okay? Number 2, the world needs you to be abundant, and let me tell you why. I have 5 kids. I have a big, weird dog. I have a lot of cats. And I live in a house where puzzles have a very short lifespan. You can get out a puzzle, and I promise you, because this happened the other day, within the span of an hour, somebody's taken off with a piece, or it's gotten flung or thrown somewhere. The dog has eaten a piece. The cat has eaten a piece. Puzzles don't last long around here. Now, if you try to take a puzzle and you put a puzzle together and you try to force a piece into a place where it doesn't fit and the edges get mangled or torn, or if you're trying I don't know, my kids do this, they'll rip pieces off and try to fit it in there, or if you lose a piece of the puzzle and now you've got this beautiful puzzle together, but there's a gaping hole where a piece used to be, the entire face, the entire beauty of that puzzle is going to be affected by that missing or mangled piece. I believe that humanity is very much like that puzzle. We're a big divine puzzle, and we have the potential, we see this in the chart, we have the potential as a group of light beings in form to come together and create this beautifully joyful, abundant picture. But when the pieces are missing, or when the pieces are mangled, or when we're trying to squeeze ourselves into a spot where we really don't fit, we affect the entire face of the beauty of humanity. When we can all come together and assume our right place in that divine puzzle, when we can celebrate and really fulfill the full expression of that piece in that puzzle, we add to the beauty and ultimately the consciousness of joyful abundance on the planet. Human design to me is very important, and it's very important for me to share it with you because I believe, first of all, that you shouldn't be in pain and that you should be living out that full expression of your piece in that puzzle. And I also believe that for us to really move forward, for us to evolve on this planet, we all have to be adding to the beauty and the joyful abundance on the planet and not taking away from it. When we're trying to be something we're not, inadvertently, even though we have the most loving of intent, we're taking away from the beauty of the planet. The world needs you to be the full expression of who you are. The world needs you to be here doing what you came here to do and creating what you came here to do. Because when you do that, you're making our divine puzzle that much more beautiful. All right, now's the part where I actually am going to sell you something, all right? So this is the Human Design book, all right? If you scroll down to the link below, and you're also going to see the link at the end of this little film, if you scroll to the link below and purchase your book through that link, if you do that today, what you're going to get is, in addition to, of course, the book, which will come in the mail for you, or if you order a Kindle, it'll be right in your little device, you're also going to get access to 1, 2, 3, 4 hours of live teleconference and webcast training with me about human design. That's totally free. That's going to be your chance to get your questions answered, to go a little bit more deeply into the program, to really get clear about your chart and some unique aspects that are in your chart, and really, help you not only connect more with the information on a personal level, but also be in a community, a design community, people who are on the same path as you, looking to discover some of the same answers as you. In addition to that, if you purchase the book today, you're also going to get access to my 7-part, 7-hour teleseminar series. It's pre-recorded. It's a home study program, and it's got some nice little homework exercise with it called Abundance by Design. This is an exclusive program that I created that marries human design with the emotional freedom techniques and other affirmations and other strategies to help you look at your chart, get what your personal blueprint is, figure out how you work. It's going to show you where maybe you've got some patterns that are keeping you stuck, how you can shift and break those patterns, where you might be carrying some old belief systems, how you can rewire those belief systems, and most importantly, it's going to show you how you can make powerful decisions that are going to easily and effortlessly take you in the direction of your unique path to abundance. And that's going to feel really, really good to you. So that program is also part of the bonus. That, by the way, is a $147 program. So you're going to get access to that for free with the book if you purchase the book today. So in addition to that, just so that you know, when you buy Understanding Human Design, if you go to the understandinghumandesign.com website and sign up for your free chart and get your personal self-discovery kit, you're also going to get access to our Reader Resource Center. I've put on that website over 50 hours of audios, slideshows, webcasts that help you find out not just more about your chart, but how you can live your human design in a practical way. We talk about things like parenting. We're going to talk about things like money. We're going to talk about things like relationships. We're going to talk about things like how to overcome your fears using human design, how to recognize how your intuition works with human design. There's all kinds of really cool, juicy things on there. Some of my favorite classes that I've taught, I put up there so that you can really get familiar with how to create an authentic life, how to create an empowered life, how to create a joyfully abundant life in the way that's just right for you. Now, I want you to buy the book, obviously, but I'll tell you this. I don't care if you use human design to discover the magnificence of who you are or not. I don't care if you find it using a magic wand. I don't care if you get it in meditation. I don't care if you get it from going to a vortex somewhere. I don't care, how you discover how beautiful and how magnificent you are. What I do care about is that you do discover it. Personally, of course, I think human design is a great way to do that. But I will tell you this, you are perfectly and magnificently designed. And the world needs you to be the beautiful you were created to be. So thank you for taking this time to hear my little spiel. Again, Understanding Human Design, click on the link below, follow the link at the end of the video, and thank you for being you.